Hi, my name is Angus Ho with Daddy Dat, a part of the Ash Management Group. I want to show how you can budget as a full-time engineer, make real estate investments, and live an exceptional family life as a dad. So, come along with me in this journey of wealth. In my Excel spreadsheet video, I talked about how I manage 15 bank accounts on my spreadsheet. You heard it right. I have 15 accounts, including an offshore account. Haha, I'm just kidding. I'm not that rich for an offshore account. But all 15 accounts have a really important role in my life to manage my finances. These accounts keep me organized, and I hope this video will motivate you to think similarly like me so that you can get that dream house faster. Maybe travel the world without having to think about budget. Or become financially independent and retire early. So, without further ado, I will share with you the 15 different accounts that I have. The first account is my personal checkings account. I use this account as my personal spending account. My income goes through here. I pay off my credit card through here. I have an all-inclusive checkings account, and it gives me a lot of neat benefits. This account waives the annual fee for some of their premium credit cards. I also get a small lockbox at their bank for free. I can store gold in there. All my important documents like my birth certificate and my stock certificates. The lockbox is such a nice little feature I get from using this bank. Having a lockbox at the bank elevates my life a little bit and it makes me feel so rich. Another great thing I love about this account is that I can make bank drafts for free. Bank drafts are like checks. With checks, however, they have no value until deposited and verified by the bank. Bank drafts, on the other hand, has value on request. The funds are withdrawn from your bank account to create the bank draft. They're like withdrawing cash, but in the form of a check-like piece of paper. Bank drafts are easier for handling large amounts of money. Instead of walking around with a briefcase full of cash, it's just one piece of paper. The next account I have is a SelfDirected Investment account. I use this account to purchase all of my stocks. The Waterhouse platform allows me to buy stocks, bonds, GICs, and mutual funds. This account is used for all my investment needs, which is part of saving in the ASH method. If you want to know more about the ASH method, make sure you check out my video on it. This is my main trading account, and because I trade so frequently, I'm able to use TD's advanced dashboard for free. This dashboard gives me live updates and customizations just like I'm on the trading floor. The next account is my US trading account. I need this account so that I don't have to pay the conversion fees when trading between the two countries. With the US trading account, I pay the conversion fee once and then I can keep purchasing US stocks with this account. This way, it saves me more money and provides me with more options. The fourth account is my TaxFree Savings investment account. In my portfolio, I use a tax-free savings account where all my gains are sheltered from taxes. In America, this is equivalent to the Roth IRA account. I highly suggest anyone that doesn't have one opened that they do right away. It is free to open, and even if you leave it sitting around, and then whenever you have money to put into that account, then you can start adding money into it every month for starters. Eventually, you want to put away as much money away as you can. My fifth account is my registered retirement savings plan investment account. I normally don't utilize this account that much unless it was a really good year. A registered retirement savings account, or in the United States, it is equivalent to a 401k, is another tax shelter anyone can utilize. I have some money put away for this account, and when I feel like it's a good time to contribute to it, I will. I talked about my investing strategy in my video here. I describe the difference between an RRSP and a tax-free savings account. The sixth account is our joint checkings account. How me and my wife has decided to do things is that our income goes to our personal accounts, then we both contribute our rent and allowance to that joint account every month so that we can pre-budget our lives, and then everything else goes to either investing or as a small treat. I love it this way so that I can control a portion of my money still and have that feeling of independence, spend as I please without judgment, and the joint account normally handles all the groceries, living, eating out that we do, fuel, and any household needs. The system we got so far is working real well, and I love it. My seventh account is our joint savings account. We also have a joint account for our emergency savings. Dave Ramsey's super famous baby steps is step 1. He says to save $1,000 for an emergency fund. This is exactly what we put into that account. With all the investing and risk taking that we do, you just never know when you need that money. Therefore, I leave about $10,000 in our emergency fund just in case a really bad day does occur and we need to use it. Number 8 is our joint business checkings account. This business checkings account is where I put all my rental income and expenses into. It's so important to make sure that your personal money and your business money is separate. Otherwise, you just don't know if you're dipping into personal money or into business money. This, in general, leads to very poor accounting, and it is not good at all. Then I funnel all my rent through here as well, property bills and any maintenance that I have to do. In this account, I maintain at least 3 months rent in this account, and then the rest can go towards upgrades for the house. If there are no house upgrades or rent performed better than expected, then I use the money towards the next house. After 5 years of doing it this way, it has been doing real well. My ninth account is my joint business savings account. In the business savings account, I normally keep the damaged deposits in there. Most of my tenants sign about a 1-year lease. The expectation is that I won't really need to use that money for at least a year, so I just hold it in the savings account. This account is one of the least active accounts. The next account is the joint registered education savings account. We recently opened this account for my daughter for her future education. The Government of Canada gives an education savings grant to each child. Each year, the Canada Education Savings Grant provides 20% of the registered education savings plan contributions of up to $2,500. That means the grant can add a maximum of $500 to an RESP each year. The maximum grant a child can get is $7,200. It's free money from the government, and who is not smart enough to say yes to that? I typically use this money to invest it back into stocks. It is a cycle of investing. Our next account is the regular investment account. This account is the same as my personal investment account, But this one is seen between my wife and I. We do a lot of investing instead of buying things we don't need. We are building wealth quickly by investing, and it's the best feeling ever. Number 12 is a joint US investment account. We use this account similarly as my personal US investment account. We can trade with the same benefits, but instead of having full control of this account, it is best if I consult my partner. However, she does trust me enough that I don't really have to worry too much. It's only when there is a lot of red when I get questioned, like this pandemic for example. But for now though, we are in the clear. Number 13 is the joint tax-free savings account. It is another joint account type that we share. This provides us with another tax shelter together. Aww, share the love. The last joint account type is number 14. We have is the registered retirement savings plan account. You must be wondering, why do we need one of each for each person? Well, it's really about maximizing the tax shelter. Both of us have a limit on how much we can contribute to each account. Once the RRSP account is full, we start contributing to the tax-free savings account. Then, once the tax-free savings account is full, we start contributing to the registered education savings plan account. Once the RESP account is full, then we start contributing to the cash accounts. Right now, I have way more money in the US accounts just because I love the US companies more than I like Canadian companies. I'm not saying that I'm not patriotic, it's just that money seems to grow faster in American companies. My last and final account, number 15, is the credit cards that I use. I made a video of some of my favorites here. I have 3 main credit cards that I use. My personal one, where all my personal spending goes to, like electronics, hobbies, and gifts, are normally what goes onto this card. It's nice to do it this way because sometimes you want to treat your partner to a dinner. It's not a very nice treat if you put it to a joint credit card. I have the business credit card where all my business expenses go through. This includes repairs, air filters, paint supplies. All bills that can go through here will also get purchased through this card as well. The last card is the joint credit card. The joint credit card takes care of all our day-to-day expenses. These things include groceries, household supplies, and baby toys. I make all my purchases using a credit card to get the rewards and then pay it off using one of my above accounts. Just right in time! And at the end, those dislike trolls have finally shown up. Help me smash that like button now to get rid of them. Ah! They're coming after me! Smash that like button! Hurry! Smash that like button! Thanks for helping me out. Just remember, anyone can do it. Even me, who is just an everyday dad who budgets and works hard as an engineer to stay out of debt. Then, one day, he discovered the Ash method and strategically invested it in real estate and the stock market. Because of that, he can run a side company and manage over $3 million in properties. Because of that, he can now travel the world with his wife every year and live in a 2,000 square feet house. Until finally, he became a millionaire. Actually, 90% plus of the way there. Make sure you ask any questions in the Daddy Dat Facebook group. Also, comment below any questions you may have about how many bank accounts you have in the comment section down below. If you like to hear more budgeting, engineering, or real estate tips, Please leave a comment down below on what you want to hear. Smash that like button, subscribe button, and be sure to hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I post new videos every week on Mondays and Thursdays. From the Ash Management Group, this is Daddy Dat saving you money.